Hello. Okay, you see this gorgeous piece right here? We're not making this today, only because I have to wait for my thread to come in the mail, and it won't be here as of today. It's the 18th. It won't be here until January 23rd. So we're going to do a mystery pattern today, something that we can chew on while I'm waiting for this to come. And then of course it's going to take some time to make this. Look at how gorgeous. Okay, I need this. This is one of those transcending pieces. It may come from the 60s, but it's timeless. This works in all eras, and a snood always has. So we're going to make this. Look at that beautiful little tie back here. I mean, everything about this piece needs to be made. I have held on to this pattern for about 3 years now because I knew it was going to be a bit time consuming, and the mystery patterns were taking off and I needed to get those out. Of course, I've slowed down on how much I put out to avoid burnout, among other reasons, but we need to make this. So I need to wait for my thread to come. Yes, I have lots of thread, but let me show you the tragedy I found today before we get into our mystery. I have a mouse. Look at all the poops. Poopies on my, it was pooping inside of the yarn as well. One of these has got poo-poo all in it. I was so upset. But both of these have got poopies down in the bottom. Oh, look. There you go. This is vintage too. This right here is vintage from the 1910s. I was really upset about that. Good thing is, I have a lot of it, but to lose one is to like lose a million because they don't make it anymore. But I've got some other yarns in here, excuse me, that they just don't make anymore. These, they're not made anymore. And it's got poopy. A little mouse has been going after my dog's food and taking it back here and going into the boxes. So this box here is super packed because this area right here that box had poopies in it. And so now all the bottom ones, these yarns here are fine. It seems to like, this one's also fine because it's too packed for it to get into. So that's my thread. Covered in poopies. Now they're not all, but I don't trust any of them now. I guess I didn't really finish my thought there. What I was saying is they're not all covered in poopy, but I don't trust any of them now. Especially with mice, wherever they walk, they pee. They don't stop and pick a corner to pee. They pee as they're walking. So I just don't trust any of it. Anyways, so we're going to make this, but first let's get a mystery pattern out of the way. I'm currently editing this video and it dawned on me I should have said, if you don't want to wait, if you want to go ahead and start this pattern, I don't know exactly how much thread you're going to need because the pattern doesn't say like yards or anything like that. It just says to get 2 balls of said brand of thread. So what I did is I picked up 3 balls of number 10 bedspread cotton, and they are almost 800 yards a piece. Now, I feel pretty confident that that is more than enough, but that's what I did. I got it from Knit Picks. I'll show you the one I got. So I picked up this curio. As of right now, it's on sale for around $1 off. And the color I went with is right here. It's called Clarity. And I feel like it matches this color pretty good. You know, so I got 3 balls of that, and it shows that it is 721 yards. It's 100 grams. So I feel pretty confident that 3 is more than enough. And from some of the reviews, this thread comes out a tiny, tiny bit thinner than, say, an Aunt Lydia's or a Red Heart cotton. I'm still going to use the recommended hook size in the pattern. The recommended hook size for our pattern is a vintage number 7. So that's going to be about a 1.6 millimeter, but I'm going to use a vintage number 7. And also you can find this pattern in my Etsy shop right now. So you don't have to wait for like I don't know, almost 2 weeks from now for the whole, I think it's going to take me a good week to make this. It looks small, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of thread work. So I'm going to be super conservative on my time estimates and say 10 days to 2 weeks from now, I'll have this pattern out as a video. I just felt like I didn't want to go on and show this right here as sort of a tease to those who want to make it now and are very, very comfortable with vintage patterns just on their own without a video. So there you go. Okay, I did wash my hands after touching all that. I could just throw it all away right now, but it's really hard to do that. In a way, I almost want to smell some of those first before I throw them away because I have so much vintage thread. It's really hard to just throw it away, but it probably is all going to have to go. Okay, here we go. Let's pick a number. If you're new to the channel, that opening was strange, I'm sure. I have here a stack of patterns that my son actually went through a bunch of pattern books and put together for me. He blacked out to the best of his ability. He's not a crocheter or a pattern reader. So he blacked out to the best of his ability anything that could give away what the pattern is. We do have title and photo, but I don't have them with me. He has them. So here we go. Let's pick a number. Let's pick a pattern. And these are all vintage patterns. Previously, we were working predominantly out of the Victorian and Edwardian era, but right now we're working out of the late 20th century. So 60s, 70s, 80s, and some 90s. And yes, 90s is vintage. I'm with you all, okay? I'm only 45, so my decade is also vintage. Here we go. Number 4. All right, let me go through this pile and find number 4. Okay, I found number 4. Now, this is something Justin did enlighten me on, or enlighten me with, the last time we worked a pattern like this. And I asked him, how many of these patterns from 1991, are they all from the same book? And he said, yes, there is an entire book of patterns in here, all from the same book, all from 1991. So we can guess what it's going to be because it's a book of the same thing, just different styles of it. So we worked a pattern from 91 before. If you remember what that wound up being, go ahead and say it in the comments. All right, so and I learned my lesson. I am absolutely not going to be using the cotton yarn this time. Our main objective here is to see what it looks like. So I am going to use acrylic, like number 4 worsted or Aran weight, and I'm not going to torture myself like I did last time. So it says here, how many colors? No, just one color? It says approximately 2.5 ounces or 95 yards, a size H, and it's worked into holding 2 strands together. We just one color because last time we needed like 5 of them. Okay, well, I imagine if we had the image, we would know what color it needs to be. So I'm just going to kind of wing it and pick a color, and here we go. Well, since I'm waiting for baby blue thread to come in the mail, I'll use this baby blue yarn. Why not? And it says we need a number 5 hook. I always have one sitting right next to me because I always have something on my hook that requires a number 5. Almost always. All right, so put that up. We need, it has decrease and space decrease, I'm going to guess. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. So we're going to work 2 strands of yarn together. I don't have another baby blue. Maybe it'll be fine just doing the one. I mean, it wants it to be 2 strands held together. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so I just balled some up. This is definitely more than 95 yards, so more than I need. And I'll be able to work the 2 strands together. And we don't want, sometimes if there's something down here, it'll blur what's up here. So I got to get that out of your way. All right, it wants us to start with a chain of 7 and join to form a ring. One, 2, 3. I'm curious about something because I know that these clover hooks, while this is a 5mm, it is a bit of a thinner hook than the OG 5s. Let's just look real quick. I know that Susan Bates has never changed. That's a 5, right? Yeah. Let's see if there is a difference. I mean, it is a bit thinner. These clover hooks just always are. I still use them regardless because it's not that much, you know, of a difference, not that big. So let's see if this helps. 5, 6, and 7. Well, it is because it's such an intense inline, it is gathering this chunky yarn a lot easier. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Form a ring. I do have some vintage. Well, this would be more like what was available in the 90s because I do have some that are from the 60s and 70s, some hooks. Okay, and it says here, right side, chain 3 counts as first double crochet. Now end throughout. I likely will just work stacked singles just because I like the way they look better. Okay, 2 double crochet in the ring, chain 7, 3 double crochet in the ring twice. Chain 3, treble in first double crochet to form last loop. 9 double crochet and 3 loops. Okay, so it says to chain 3, but I'm going to go ahead and work a stacked single instead. This is where I live now. This is the new norm for me. All right, and then 2 double crochet. Then that was a chain 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is so much easier than that cotton already. And then 3 double crochet in the ring. Now, we got to do this until we have a total of 9 double crochet and 3 chain 7 loops. Wonder if I can make this look cleaner by yarning under. Yeah, probably. I do this all the time, you guys. I start something and then I'm like, I kind of want to chain under. It just makes for a cleaner stitch. In my opinion, and I could be entirely wrong, because who am I? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm having an easier time with this hook than I was with the first one. I was slipping strands a little too easily, like I'm doing right now. Get it together. Here we go. Yeah, that's nice and clean looking. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm at the point now where it says that we need to chain 3 and work a treble crochet in the first double crochet to form the last loop. Okay, so a triangle. It says that we should have 3 of the loops and 9 of the double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now for round 2, it says chain 3, 6 double crochet in the same loop. Does it say to turn? No. Chain 3, 6 double crochet in the same loop. Skip next double crochet, single crochet in next double crochet. And then here's the start of the repeat. 10 double crochet in the next loop. Skip the next double, single in the next double. Repeat from here once more. 3 doubles in the same loop as first double. Join with the slip stitch to first double. 33 stitches is what we should have. All right. So we're going to start with 6 and end with 3. So 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9, not 10. We're working 10 throughout. Let's see. 3 double in the same loop as the first. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, I see why. I see why. Because it wants us to start with a chain 3. So it would wind up being a 10 if you count the chain 3. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the stacked single. And that's going to count as one of 7, actually. So make this and then work 6 more, making 7 total, then 7, 8, 9, 10. So that makes sense. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 total. Then it says to work a single crochet, not in the first double, but in the next one over. Do we chain anything? Nope. Just jump right on in. And then I guess just jump right on into the next loop and work 10 doubles. So I'll be back whenever I get to the end, and I'll work the end on camera, this last bit of this first loop here. So I'm just going to go ahead and work the 10, and in the middle double work a single, and then 10, middle double work a single, and then 3 on the end. So I will be right back. All right, so I worked my way around. I worked the last 3 double, and I believe it says to join with a slip stitch. It does. There we go. Nope. There we go. Kind of manipulate these a little bit so that they match everything else. Okay, so let's look at row 3 real quick, or round 3. It says here, chain 3, 2 double crochet in the next double, double in next double, 2 double in next double twice, skip the next double, single in next single. Then the repeat is skip next double, single, skip next double, double in next double, 2 in next 4 times. You know what? Let's just look at how it looks instead of okay, let's just follow the instructions as here. I'll hold them up for you because it's a lot of double, single, and I'm going to get tongue-tied and get sick of hearing the word double coming out of my own mouth. So I'm just going to hold this up and let's work this. Okay. Chain 3, but I'm going to do a stackaroo here. You will come out. And then it says 2 double in the next. So the next is right here. 1. Make sure I stay centered. 2. Okay, and then it says twice. 2 double in the next, double twice. So I guess here as well. 1 and 2. Then it says to skip the next and single crochet in the next single. Well, you know what? I'm pretty far away from that next single. That's way over there. What? Oh. Okay, wait a minute. What am I not comprehending here? I know it says twice, so double in next double, then 2 in the next twice. Okay. So just 1 in this one, and then 2 here. So we started with 1 here, then 2, then do it one more time. So 1 here, and 2 in the next. Now that makes a whole lot more sense. Boy, I sure wasn't comprehending that right off the bat. Then it says to skip the next double and work a single in the single. And then repeat. And how do we end this? It says here, skip the next double, double in next double, 2 double in last double, join with the slip stitch to first double, 39 stitches. Okay. So I'm assuming I skipped this one because we want to be matchy-matchy. So I just work 1, right? And then 2. Skip next double, double in next, 2 in next, 4 times. So the repeat is that it's 4 times. So pretty much just keep working 1, then 2, 1, then 2, 1, then 2, and skip the last double, work your single, skip the first double, and then proceed to work your 1 double, then 2, 1, then 2, 1, all the way over. So now I work 1, get this out of the way. Next stitch over, I work 2. Next stitch over, I just work 1, and then 2. Did I do that right over here? Yeah, I did. Then 1 and 2. Work a single over the single. Skip the first double and repeat. So I will be right back. Here is how that's looking. Looking like the Illuminati. Okay, coming up to the end here. Here is my very first stitch. So this is the end here. I'm going to work that 1 single, skip that first double, work 1, and then 2. And I counted, and each side should have 12 double crochet total. So I think 12. I believe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So here we have, this is where we started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then these 3 are 10, 11, and 12. So I'm going to join that with a slip stitch. Right there. Okay. That's how things are looking. Again, Illuminati confirmed, right? Okay, so for round 4, it says chain 4 counts as first double plus 1 chain. Double in same stitch. 1 chain, skip the next double, double, chain 1 twice in next double. So it sounds like a V-stitch. 3 times, skip the next double, decrease, and that is pull up a loop in the next 2 stitches. Okay, a typical decrease. Okay, let's just go from there. So I'm going to work my stacked single plus a chain 1. Got you through. Didn't think I did. Okay, so stacked plus a chain 1. And now that is, I'm going to have to put that right there so I can see. I just can't see. All right, well, hopefully nothing blurry happens because I just can't see. All right, 1 double into the same stitch. So a V-stitch. Don't catch. Oh, you're gonna. There we go. Okay. Then it says to chain 1, skip the next double, and double chain 1 twice in the next, a V-stitch. So skip this one and work a V-stitch here. So a double, chain 1, and a double into the same stitch. And then it says twice in the next double. So I need to work 2 V-stitches here. Double in the same, okay, skip the next, double, chain 1, twice in the next double. Double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, so chain 1. Okay, skip the next and work a double, chain 1 twice in the next 5 doubles. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, all right. Skip. Am I just supposed to be, is this like a point and I'm just supposed to be doing this now? Double, chain 1 like this? You know, is this supposed to be, but it's got me doing it here too, so that makes no sense. Let's look at that again. Okay. Starting from the beginning, chain 4 counts as first double plus chain 1. Double in same stitch. Then chain 1. Okay, so double and that is a V-stitch. Skip the next double, double, chain 1 twice in the next double. That's another V-stitch. 3 times. Oh, 3 times. I skipped this whole section where it says 3 times. Then skip the next double, decrease, chain 1, and here is the repeat. So three times. Okay, that's 1. That makes sense. That's 2. Skip the next. There's the last double. That's 3. Okay. That was 3 times. Skip the next double, decrease. I don't have another double to skip. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. I worked clear to the last double. I have a single to skip. And the decrease, seems like the decrease wants us to bring these two sides in. The only thing I can assume is that I did one V-stitch too many. That's the only thing I can possibly assume. So start off with 4. Okay, 3 times. Then skip the next and work a decrease. So I've already chained 1. Was I supposed to? Yeah, and with a chain 1. Okay, so here and here, and pull through all 3 on the hook. Then chain 1, skip 1, and repeat. Start working the V-stitches. So I guess now I can see it. So to simplify it, work a V-stitch plus chain 1 in every other stitch, making sure that you don't work into the last 2 stitches. That way you can skip this one and decrease these 2, just ignore the single crochet. Well, now I've come up to a conundrum here because I've got 3 stitches left, not 2. Seemed like a smart idea. Unless I have too many stitches here. That could be a mistake I made. 1, then 2, 1, then 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, well, no, I don't have too many stitches here. So where did I go wrong? Oh, I got to look at this. Okay, so I undid my work and I redid it, this time slowly, off camera where I wasn't distracted. And I think I've got it figured out. So my problem was I was skipping the single crochet. Instead, I already worked my way over to this one. So it does say to work 5 of these V-stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you start, you work your 1 V-stitch, skip, work another, skip, work another. You're going to have a total of 4. You're going to have 2 unworked stitches left. So you'll skip the 1 stitch and decrease this last double crochet and this single crochet together, I guess as a double crochet. Does it say as a single crochet? Did I still not pay attention? Decrease. Well, it says right here, single crochet. Let's see here. Counts as 1 single crochet. Oh, wait. That's SP decrease. This just says decrease. So, yeah. Nope. Counts as 1 single crochet on that as well. Okay. All right. Maybe this is supposed to be a single crochet that we're decreasing it as. But now at least this gives you a chance to see what I did here. See how there's 2 doubles left and then the single down here in the little valley. I guess we're going to decrease them as singles. Let's do that. I mean, that kind of makes more sense. Okay, and then the instructions say to skip and repeat, work the 5 V-stitches. So skip the next stitch and start working the 5 V-stitches in every other stitch separated by a chain 1. Chain 1, skip, and then work another V-stitch. Nope. I forgot to put the little chain 1 in the V-stitch. There we go. Okay, I'm going to work my way over to the other single crochet really quick. Okay, so there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 V-stitches, and now I have 2 unworked stitches left. And I guess I'm going to work those down into single crochet, a decreased single crochet. There we go. And then skip the next stitch and start working the V-stitches again. All right, I'm going to work this all the way over, and I'll come back whenever I'm ready to end this round and join. Okay, I'm ready to close this off. I just worked my last decrease, and now I have 3 stitches left. I need to skip, work a V-stitch, and skip. And that makes sense because we're meant to have 5 of these V-stitches. I have 4 worked here, so I just need the one there in that middle stitch. So it's working now. All I had to do was get over myself and pay attention a little bit. I think I might have had a little bit of a attack of the confidence there, right? A little bit of ego confidence there, thinking, I got this. And I just wasn't paying attention. My own fault. There we go. I still say Illuminati confirmed. No, I'm kidding. Whatever it is, it's kind of a fun shape. I'm digging it. Okay, slip stitch in the first chain 1 space. Okay. Then it says chain 3 and double crochet in the same space. So I will work my, I'm going to have to chain 1 this time. Work my stacked double, stacked singles, plus a double crochet. Okay. 2 double crochet in each of the next 6 chain 1 spaces, space decrease. So I guess after working in the next 6 spaces, we work 1 space decrease. That is described as pull up a loop in the next chain 1 space, skip the next single crochet, pull up a, so we were meant to work a single crochet. Pull up a loop in the next chain 1 space, yarn over and draw through all 3, counts as 1 single crochet. So we'll be doing this as singles again. So in the next 6 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now that's not a space though. That's my decrease. Maybe this counts as 1. It says the next 6 spaces. I don't want to guess. 2 double crochet in each of the next chain 1 spaces. 2 double crochet in each of the next 9 chain 1 spaces, then space decrease twice. 2 double crochet in each of the last 2 chain 1 spaces, join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet, 57 stitches. Okay. Then it says 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, that is not a space though. Was I meant to work a, oh. I think I'm going to have to redo the last round. I'm not, it happens. I think I was meant to work a chain 1 before and after the decreases. And that would give me the missing space. So last V-stitch and then chain 1, of course. All right. Now that makes sense. See, 1, 2, 3, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have a chain 1 space. I can start my space decrease in. Chain 1, skip 1, and start working my V-stitches. So chain 1, and of course it likely says that as well, because why wouldn't it? And why wouldn't I not pay attention? Decrease chain 1. What is actually wrong with me? Okay. It's the simplest pattern, it seems like. And it's turning out to be, I am doing this to myself. I am creating the complications here by just working too fast, you know? All right, I'm going to redo the last round and then catch back up with where we were just at before I had to do my redo. Okay, so fixed my last row and worked my way over. This is our starting instructions right here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I have one chain 1 space right here where I'm going to work a chain 1 decrease. And just to confirm, okay, pull up a loop in the next chain 1 space, skip the next single crochet, pull up a loop in the next chain 1 space. Okay, just wanted to make sure. And here we go. Drop a loop here and a loop here. Oh, I yarned over first. That's a no-no. These are meant to be single crochets. Here and here, and complete the single crochet decrease. Now, over the next 9 chain 1 spaces, which means in the V-stitches and in the chain 1 spaces between the V-stitches, we work 2 double crochet into each space. Squeaky. Hear it? It's squeaky. I don't know if that picked up. All right, I'm going to work this all around. I will be right back. Okay, that is where I wound up, and I had to stretch out these parts here, really kind of work them and stretch them because they were really curled in. But okay, now we are at round 6. I am a little worried that I'm about to play yarn chicken here. I don't think I gave myself a big enough ball. I thought I did, but it's okay. It's fixable. Okay, chain 3, 2 double crochet in the next double. All right. Let's just do that. Chain 3. And then 2 double in the next double. 1 and 2. Okay, double in next double, 2 in next, 6 times, and then decrease. Okay, so we did this one before. Double in next, and 2, so we're working increases. 2 in next. It says to do this 6 times. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what do I decrease? Why do I feel like I'm always getting every round wrong? Okay. Skip the next double crochet. No. So far I'm okay. Chain 3, 2 double in the next. So chain 3, my stacked single counts as 1 double. then 2 in the next. Double in the next double. That's this one right here. Then 2 in the next. 6 times. 6 times total, not 6 times more. 6 times total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Skip 1 and then work a decrease. Got it. All right. 6 times total, not 6 times more. Pay attention to the wording, right? Because sometimes it does say 6 times more, or 5 times more, and then sometimes it says 6 times as in total, from the beginning of the instructions to the next set of instructions. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to work my way down to the decrease. Okay, let's make sure. Do I need to chain 1 first? Nope. It does not say to chain 1. Okay. So I have 2 stitches left. It says to skip 1 and work a decrease, meaning this last double crochet and the single crochet worked together as a single crochet, or decreased as a single crochet, just like before. There we go. No chain 1 this time. And then I'm guessing I don't skip. So jumping right into the very first double, because it doesn't say to. Ah, it does. God, I keep getting egg all over my face, don't I? Skip the next double and then do all of that 8 times and decrease. Repeat from here once. Okay. I need to take some ginkgo biloba or something, huh? Skip. Here we go. 1, next stitch over gets 2. Next stitch over gets 1, and then 2 in the next. All right, I'm going to work this all around. I will be right back. Okay. So now for the last round, I looked at it. It looks a lot like the last round we just worked. So chain 3 and 2 double crochet in the next, just like what we did before with 1 double crochet and then 2 into the next. Then it says double crochet in next 2 double and then 2 in the next. So kind of like working in the round, increasing. Do this skip 6 times, skip the next double and decrease. So another single crochet decrease. Skip the next double, just like we did in the last round, double in the next 2, and then 2 into the next. So every 3rd stitch gets an increase. Do this 7 times, skip the next double, decrease, repeat from here. Once more, then chain 7, half double crochet into, okay, we'll get to the chain 7 when we get there. That's going to be at the end. Something wasn't blacked out. Stem made. Oh, clover. Illuminati clover. No, I'm kidding. Looks like it's going to be an icy blue clover. Okay, so chain 3, air quotes. That's my 1 double crochet. And then my guess is I'm going to work 1 double crochet in the last stitch. And then we'll wait. 2 in the next, right? Yeah, 2 in the next. So 1 and 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to be working a double crochet in this last stitch here. Now we work 2 in a row. 1, 2, and then 2 into the 3rd one over. Two in a row. Two into the 3rd one over. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm gonna be okay. All right. Then it says to chain 7, half double crochet in third chain from the hook and in last 4 chains stem made. Skip next double crochet in last double crochet, join with the slip stitch. Oh, I wasn't supposed to join yet. Okay. Here we go. Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Half double crochet in third chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2. Okay, 7 half. Oh, wait. No, duh. Half double crochet in third chain from the hook and in last 4 chains. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. What a mess this whole video has been. Or maybe it's fun to watch me make all the mistakes. Oh, golly, that's it. No more talking while I'm working. I clearly cannot chew gum and walk at the same time. It's a sickness with me. All right. Skip the next double crochet in last double crochet, join with a slip stitch to first double crochet, finish off. Well, I finished off. I'm just going to join with a slip stitch. I don't have any more double crochets to work into. You know what? Nah. I'm going to work an additional double crochet. I don't have any more double crochets to skip. So I'm just going to go ahead and work one right here in the stitch I already worked 2 in. Because I don't have any more to skip. And there we go. And that looks all right to me. Hey! Look at that. Picked the totally wrong color, but, you know, to be fair, how on earth was I supposed to know that I picked the wrong color? Hey, look at that. So I'm going to assume it's a hot pad. And I'm going to assume that all of the patterns from this book, this type of writing, 1991, I bet it was a book of hot pads. And I bet they're all hot pads. I'm going to assume it's a hot pad. But we still get to at least get the title and the picture. So I will be right back. Let me pan this out a pinch. There you go. Now you can see everything, including my iPad. Hot pad. You know, you can still, even though it's acrylic, you can still use a hot pad like this on things. It's not a scorching pan. You know, you can just use it for, you can put a dish on it. It just make sure it's not one that came straight out of the oven or off the stovetop. But yeah, you can still use acrylic hot pads. Sure. Be cute in the bathroom. You can put 3 toilet paper rolls on it. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I nailed it. I mean, it pretty straightforward, except for the fact that I couldn't pay attention to get out of my own way. But I couldn't pay attention enough to get out of my own way is what I meant to say. But yeah, I pretty much got it. The stem. I have a little bit more space right here. So there's that. That one there's a little more buttoned up. I have a little more space right there. It's okay. But there we go. It is a clover. Now, I am beginning to wonder if our first one was a posy, right? Our second one is a shamrock. Let's see if we stick to the plant theme or if this is going to be seasonal, holiday themed. Let's see. That's going to be a pretty good hint as to what the rest of these will wind up looking like. It could be all plants, and that would be neat. I can't wait to see what would be next. Maybe a big leaf. It could be holidays, like probably a U.S. book, so probably traditional U.S. holidays. Or it could just be seasonal. Like here's a few spring ones, here's a few summer ones. Who knows? Okay, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. That's today's mystery. Let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, I don't even have to ask that. You guys never fail to let me know what you think in the comments. And hey, guess what? I have merch. Love you guys lots. Bye.